Welcome. Thank you so much for joining
You
us.
hit live stream.
Live stream?
I guess it said you're live streaming.
Yeah, where would we stream to?
Really?
We're not live streaming.
We're not?
No, I didn't
Okay.
set up any live streaming.
You scared me for a minute.
Well, that's
I
what
was like, I just pressed the
I did.
record button. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what it said.
Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm going to start over again.
Okay, we're all gonna watch you.
All right, yep, I'm gonna stare at you.
Don't,
I'm gonna stare at
guys.
you. Got it. I'm gonna stare at your beautiful face. You ready?
Thank you. Thank you. Hello and welcome everybody to The Initiative. My name is Jovi. I am one of your co-hosts, joined here today by...
My name is Kaden. And I'm Lucy.
Craig and stuff.
And Mr. Craig. And also our very, very special guest. Jordan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Jordan Dowdy, and I'm a freelance makeup artist based in Los Angeles.
Cool, cool.
I promised hair. I apologize.
No, you're so good.
Sorry.
We were having a conversation before this, and I was looking at the IMDb page, and I was like, Mr. Craig, she's not a hair artist. She's a makeup artist.
I'm sure she is.
I can
Oh, for
refer
sure.
you to some hair people, but I'm not. I'm
I think you might need somebody.
Might be a little hopeless.
Hey, so
I
it's
mean,
a
there's
cat Craig thing.
treatments.
You can get a hair
Sorry, Mr.
transplant if
Craig.
you really
So I-
need it.
Fly to
This I
Turkey.
was gonna save this story for our hair person. But
can tell
we
it
don't have
twice.
one. We were at FBLA regionals, and I made the promise that if the kids got to state, that I would let them bedazzle my head.
Hmm.
Good news is, somebody didn't.
Man.
Oh, shucks.
I didn't get bedazzled.
I think it would be
Mm.
pretty funny still, and we might do it.
We
think
should,
I'm-
if we
I'm not
get
gonna bring it up.
like 100 listeners or something, then we should bedazzle your
I don't-
head.
Really,
I think you might really like it. You might
that's
be
what I'm scared
surprised.
of. It might be like a thing.
You might have to
Right.
get a bald cap that you put on every single day that just has glitter all over it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
Glitter
actually
is-
would be kind of fabulous.
Is not the same.
Seriously though.
Oh, sorry, gemstones. I didn't know you were so
You-
particular about your head.
I- Glitter is the devil. I don't know if you've ever.
Makes sense.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh.
Yes, I have seen glitter.
Would you have like a recommendation for any kind of glue or maybe like face safe gems to use on his head if we bedazzled it?
Me?
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
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 was in-
Yeah.
we saw it.
There's lots of different types of glue. I mean, honestly, on your head, it depends on just like how long you want it to last.
Right.
But spirit
yeah,
gum
sure.
is a great glue to start with. It's easy
Spirit
to
gum's
get.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, that one's really easy to get. You can get it at most like costume shops, and it
And it
works
lasts
really well.
Gotten that at what is it? Spirit Halloween before?
I've
Yeah.
ripped my skin with spirit gum before.
Yeah, you want to
I
get an adhesive remover as well.
I did learn that.
Definitely.
I did learn that after
Yeah.
the fact.
Yeah.
So this isn't chewing
Really?
gum
No.
No,
Craig, it's-
no.
for ghosts.
Little
so
pro
close.
tip though, just in case for next time, oil. Oil removes most adhesives. So
Okay,
if you're ever in a pinch, any kind of
Okay.
oil,
I have a big
Little
jug of
bit of-
extra
yeah.
virgin olive oil.
Wow.
it would work. It would work. It would take a little bit, but it would work.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So,
They sell 60-gallon drums of it too. by the
okay,
way.
Craig,
Sorry,
we're not
go ahead.
talking about this anymore.
I thought this was the oil podcast. Sorry.
So, when was the first time that you had an actual client and you did makeup on an actual client?
Good question.
Okay, well, I started when I was 18, and I would say the first time I had an actual client was I had moved to LA to go to makeup school when I was 18 years old, and after I got out of school, my sister had been working in talent agency, and she got me hired for a job, and that was probably my first client. Before that, I had just been doing like student films that I had been like helping them with makeup, but I wasn't getting paid. So my first client was probably, I got lucky. You know, my sister was involved. But I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about this in the past, like having connections and making sure you, like, if you know people, you can kind of get
Yeah.
around a lot,
Seriously though.
get your name out
Yeah.
a lot easier.
That's
I
gonna
mean-
be a real theme.
I feel like word of mouth is way more powerful than anything else because as big as everything seems, all of it is really is like a small group. It's all just small groups. People like to hire who they know. And
Yeah.
so that's why when you do know someone, that is the best way to make connections from there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which, again, it always comes back. Yeah. Always loops back to that. And this, which is why it's so important that we, doing this podcast, have so many awesome people that we can reach out to. And thank you to Mr. Craig for reaching out to all of these awesome people that we can talk to. These connections are everything, really.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna make this just a student run thing, and then I really liked the podcasting part, so I might just end up kicking all the students out and doing it myself.
That wouldn't be fair. You got it.
I wouldn't be able to sell it that way if people don't say
It's
yes.
just a
to
guy with a career,
a
like talking
40-year-old
about
man
careers.
talking to people about stuff. Oh, I guess it probably
I
does
mean,
happen.
if it's great content, I don't think it matters who's doing it, right?
True.
Maybe
wouldn't be.
a little bit skeptical through a school club.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird. It would just be you alone.
Most of my day, yeah.
Well,
You're alone
That's
crying.
pretty.
Anyways,
If that makes it, I don't cry at work often.
I know.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Me too. It's hard.
Where did
It's
you
hard.
go to high school and then also college?
I'm originally from Hawaii, so I went to high school in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. It was a school called Mililani High School.
Mhm.
It's in the middle of the island. It was probably one of the biggest schools that we have on the island. I think I graduated with a class of like 800 people.
Wow.
It was pretty big, yeah. And then I didn't actually go to college because college just wasn't for me. I just went to makeup school.
I've got family
Yeah.
from there, which is really interesting.
From
For makeup
Oahu?
Oh.
Yeah, from Oahu.
Cool.
Yeah,
What part of the island? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not quite sure. It's my stepmom, and her family kind of originates there. So her name is. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Her name is. Sounds like it's from that area.
Oh, very cool.
Anyways, what cosmetology school did you go to on Oahu?
I went to makeup school in LA, actually. And
Right, yes.
And
Sorry,
I didn't go to cosmetology school because cosmetology involves hair as well. So I just did
Oh, you're not.
I'm
Sorry,
not a
Ian.
cosmetologist.
That's where all my stuff gets. That's where
Yeah,
I.
I'm so sorry. I
Hey,
thought
no,
that you went
it's
to
all my fault.
cosmetology school to learn either hair or makeup.
Well,
See,
that's
that's-
okay. That's
Oh,
so
no.
there. That's the difference with cosmetology is that cosmetology is actually primarily hair, and then you learn a little bit of makeup, and you also learn skincare, nails. It's all of it, but the biggest chunk of it is hair. So that's the reason why I didn't go to cosmetology school because I just wasn't interested in hair. But I mean, I tried. I really tried because when you do makeup, people kind of expect you to also do hair. They, think it goes one hand in hand. And it really is two different arts. And I can admit that I'm really bad at hair. So I just let that go and focused on makeup.
Yeah.
But the makeup school I went to, it was called the Studio Makeup Academy. It's no longer there. They closed it down, unfortunately, but it was an 8-week program on an actual film studio lot in Hollywood at the Gower Film Studios. So it was really cool because I got to go on the actual film lot, and it was in a classroom that was, in the areas of where they're all shooting everything. And I would see actors and makeup artists, and I would see all the crew. It was really cool. And it was 4 weeks of beauty and 4 weeks of special effects.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So you do
And
special
would you
effects
say-
too.
I bet it's special effects.
Special effects.
I'm not supposed to be talking.
Yeah,
I've decided.
I agree with that.
That's
Just
not
kidding.
nice.
Just kidding, Mr. Craig. Just kidding.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask a really good question, but I
Ask your good question then.
can't remember it.
Oh, well, that's good
I-
because I have a good question that's on the tip of my tongue.
Everybody
so
would have
you
loved
can
it,
have time
and they
to.
probably would
You can have time to
Can you
remember
hit that
yours.
yellow button for me. Hit
I
that.
don't know
Press
if you
the yellow button.
do you really
Press
deserve
the yellow
applause.
Thank you. Oh.
So you get.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. You can-
Yeah. Do through that program and working with actors on film set and whatnot, is that kind of what made you decide that when you were doing makeup, you wanted to do it in the film industry, or what did make you decide that you wanted to do it in the film industry rather than say bridal makeup or something?
Yeah. Well, my mom is actually a makeup artist. So she was the one who first introduced me to makeup. And she works in the union in Hawaii, so she works on film and television sets. And when it was time to graduate and figure out what I wanted to do, I had no idea. And so she asked me if I wanted to work with her, and I didn't. But I didn't know what else I wanted to do. I said yes, and I actually really hated it at first because it just was like it was just boring, you know. You don't get to do a lot when you're brand new.
Right.
You kind of I would if I would get hired, I would basically just be there to like put sunscreen on people and make sure they're not sweating. I really did not like it at first, but that was kind of all I knew. So, I thought I would go to makeup school in LA, and it just so happened to be on a film lot that was associated with television and film. So, I was like giving it a chance, you know, like yeah. And then when I actually learned how to start doing stuff and like was able to like do hands-on things, that's when I started to really like it. But I still wasn't sold on like doing it for film and television. I really liked print and editorial and fashion. So I was just kind of exploring.
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah, ask your question that you've been dying to ask.
I don't have a question yet. Let me think.
Well, we don't want dead air.
That's okay.
Then I'm just
You can.
But it's gonna be good. She'll remember it once she remembers. So happy.
Well, I have a question. How would a warm tone blush look on like a really cool tone person? Would that look off?
Yeah, cool tone and warm tone, it's like hard to describe. When you put a warm tone blush on someone that's super cool toned, it's gonna look unnatural. And the point of blush is to look like when you actually blush. So like if you pinch your cheeks and whatever color comes out of your cheeks, that's like when you're blushing, right? Or like if you are embarrassed and your face gets hot and your face turns a certain color, that is you blushing. So the actual color that your face like makes, that's your natural blush color. So when you put a warm blush and a cool toned, it's just gonna look unnatural. It's not going to be pleasant to the eye. It's gonna just look like maybe they're got sunburn or maybe they artificial. Maybe their face was hit with something, you know.
Yikes!
It doesn't look right.
Yeah, I remember when I was first getting into makeup and whatnot, all of the products that I bought were all warm tone, and I'm really, really cool tone, so it was just
me did that too.
Yeah,
the concealer that I have right now is like neon orange. So
it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah, and then cool tone blush on like someone that's warm, it's gonna make them look ashy. So it's gonna make them look like a little
not enough color,
unwell.
Yeah.
How do lips tie into how do different lipstick colors affect the vibe of your face? It's a very broad question. It's kind of abstract, but I feel like
interesting.
Face vibe? Is that
I know what you mean. I think it's very, very similar to the blush question where it's the tone of it needs to match your own skin tone. So if say you are say you have an older woman and she's got a lot of blue underneath her eyes, and then you put a lipstick that's like a dark red that's got a lot of blue in the red, that blue is now going to pull out all of the blue in her face, and so it's not going to look good. You want to do the same thing with the color theory where you want to match, cool tone, warm tone to brighten their face. Same like with this sweater. I'm a neutral autumn tone, and so the pink in here is a little bit warmer than cool, so it kind of brightens my face rather than the opposite. And lipstick works the same way, where it's just depending on the tone of it, it'll either bring out the colors in your face that you don't want, or it'll brighten your face.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I feel like that's pretty broad for all of makeup. Would that be like an accurate statement?
Yeah, I think a big mistake of that is made when doing makeup is not keeping in mind color theory, because color theory completely either enhances the makeup or makes you look cuckoo.
Right.
I remember my question.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't a question. It was I would absolutely hate, and I mean this in the most over the top, would hate having to put sunscreen on somebody because I can't stand the texture
feeling.
of sunscreen, and I don't like goo, and I don't like, but being a hair challenged individual, I start wearing hats because I can't handle putting
sunscreen on your head.
head. And I'll do it for my wife and I'll do it for my kids, but anything else, not. So that's not really a question, but I don't.
No, but doing that as a career sounds very
I
fulfilling.
remember when you said it, and then I think the hair stuck up on my arms because it's like a primal fear.
Don't become a makeup artist then. You'll hate it.
That's
not
sensory.
That is
nightmare.
not the only reason why I would hate it and probably be just terrible at it. But we'll stick with that one for now.
It
Okay,
is it's a very intimate profession. You're very close to people.
How much are you touching people's faces with your hands compared to with like brushes or other equipment? And also, what's your favorite thing to use to apply like foundation?
I think it varies. It varies just depending on what exactly you're doing, who you're doing, what their skin tone is like, where they're going to be, what goal you're trying to achieve. There has been times where I like to put on foundation with my hands, and it's not very often anymore. Like if I have a very young girl with beautiful, perfect skin and I really want it to be super, super natural, like say we're doing a beach shoot and I want her to look like she's not really wearing makeup, then maybe I would apply some foundation with my fingers, because warming it up with your fingers in your hands helps it melt into the skin, making it like no like harsh lines, really seamless. So that would be an instance where I would use my hands. But regularly, if I'm just doing like a regular beauty makeup, I definitely love brushes. And I also really love sponges. But if I had to choose, I would choose a brush over a sponge.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I am touching the face a lot, but I do like to have little triangles puffs. I don't know if you've seen those. They're in the shape of a triangle. Yeah,
with like handle for your
fingertip.
fingertip.
Yes,
yeah. I love those.
Yeah, they come in all sizes. So like a lot of times I'll do one big one. If I'm going to be like doing something here and I need to like rest my hand on their forehead, I'll put the puff there first. And then so I try to avoid touching their face as much as possible when doing makeup, unless it's necessary. Like unless I'm applying like skincare, I apply with my hands. So I guess I am touching their face in the very beginning.
It makes sense. Like applying skincare with a brush feels really weird.
Yeah. Feels
Yeah. A lot of people do it, and I just feel like I don't know, like I need to that's the moment where I get to like touch their face and see what their face feels like, because you get to know their skin, and you can tell like by their pores, by the way their skin feels, how their skin is absorbing the skincare, what type of skin they have, and how the makeup is going to wear on their face, just alone from touching their face in the beginning. So I guess I do touch their face a lot in the very beginning, and then
it sounds like incredibly useful information for their makeup and whatnot.
And then once I'm done with skincare, I try not to touch it very much at all.
Makes sense.
Does everybody that is on TV wear makeup? Like if it's like I'm assuming main cast probably, but even if you get into, so I was an extra, and I'm now an actor.
That's his little bit, by the way.
I was an extra.
Really annoying, by the way.
Short film, milking it for all. I didn't get makeup applied to me, but I do want to know if in maybe bigger budget films or TV shows, I'm assuming everyone is made up at some degree?
Yeah, most of the time everyone has at least a little bit of makeup on. It depends on the type of movie. There's a lot of directors, if they're trying to shoot something that's supposed to be like really based in real life, they will request that, the men at least, or maybe even the women, if it's a part of their character look, have minimal makeup as possible. So sometimes if a man that's in it looks fine, like without makeup, they won't put anything on him. But for the most part, like television, most everyone has at least a little bit of makeup on.
My next question is for the team here. If somebody says makeup in regards to TV or movies, what do you imagine first? Because I imagine something very specific when I think of makeup in TV. Lucy, go.
I imagine like light foundation, not very intense.
Yeah.
Light foundation, specifically for men. I feel like normally it's light foundation, concealer, maybe blush and contour to brighten their face, dull them or whatever. And then for women, I feel like maybe eyeshadow to make their eyes just look a little more pronounced, but essentially the same thing as men.
Caden, you're next.
I just think of like really light, anything that will enhance their facial features, so then when you record like in film on the camera, you can they stick out more.
Jovi, your turn.
This might sound a little bit weird, but the first thing that popped into my head when you said that was like way back when color TV was like first becoming a thing, and makeup artists used to do actors' makeup in like I think it was like shades of blue and green and like gray makeup and like all of this wild stuff so that it would show up
like darker contrast.
And this was I said color TV. I think this was for black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fact check myself on here. You might be able to. You're probably able to tell me more about this.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I thought of.
Mine was zombies.
Oh,
So I thought like
was this whole
I was
just so that you could talk so you could.
I was hoping we would get to talk about zombies.
we know this. He doesn't, but we know.
And even in like Twilight, there was like sparkles. Okay,
is that question. Zombie-like? Are sparkles zombie-like?
He was a vampire.
He was a vampire.
I know, but they're related in being not real. Hi, I have a question. For vampires that sparkle, is that CGI or is that just some glitter?
It's probably both.
It's probably glitter and then enhanced by some type of.
I'm sure they added glitter to his skin, and then I have to be honest, I haven't really watched Twilight. This is one of the movies series I've never watched. I've seen the clip of like him glowing though, and so that definitely looked like CGI to me. But I'm sure they also put glitter on his skin.
So this is a zombie podcast now. So
I love zombies.
What's your favorite zombie?
My favorite zombie?
Oh, sorry, you can't see me look at you.
Oh, that's okay.
Zombies even are there?
That's what I was saying.
There's actually a lot. There's a lot of different zombies.
You have runners.
What do you mean, like type? You mean type, or are you talking about a makeup? Because I was thinking makeup. So okay, yeah. This Is Us was a really original to me, I thought, and very interesting zombie. Did you guys watch This Is Us? What is the one? Oh my gosh, what's it called? The one with Pedro, Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Yeah. Where they were like,
and that's some like really
zombies.
Complex, like SFX makeup.
Yeah, those ones were really interesting. 28 Days Later scared the crap out of me, so I thought that was really good.
It was really freaky.
Yeah, and then the Walking Dead whole series, all of their zombies, I thought were like.
And that, when we were talking about costumes earlier, and you would have your costumes that are earlier as in a different podcast. Sorry, it's not.
Oh.
Nobody else is confused. Maybe you.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little bit confused.
That's fine. It's zombie related, so it's on topic for the podcast.
Okay.
Is there like a sheet that you have or a picture of when you are working on people how do you know what to put on their faces?
Like for zombies, you mean?
Or for anything, but since it's a podcast.
We've talked a lot about just different kinds of like processes that you do, and when it comes to like using different tools and different products and stuff.
Do you have a picture of the people? Do you use a picture so that you're applying the make? Because I'm assuming it has to be the same every time.
Yes. Yeah, pictures are definitely a huge part of when you're working on set, called continuity photos. And because a lot of times everything is shot not chronologically and like not in order of how you see it on TV or in movies, we go back and forth. And so you have to take a picture of what it looks like. So you know that when you go back to it, you have to like recreate it. And if you are doing a makeup that you didn't design yourself, then they will give you a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And the designer is who will do like makeup tests with the directors and the producers and the actors to figure out what the look should be. So they'll design it maybe like, a lot of it is now on like through digital like programs where you can actually like draw onto people's faces. So the makeup designers will like create a look that way. They'll show it to the director, the actor, and then they'll do makeup tests where they just try it out and then see what they like. And then once they figure out the look that they like, they'll take lots of pictures. And then usually the day of, the makeup designer will be doing the main actor. And then if anyone else it needs to get those makeups done, then they'll have pictures for them.
So how often is it that you end up doing someone's makeup and then like 10 minutes later you take it off because you're done with that scene? How much does that happen? How often do you guys like reapply?
A lot, yeah. Unfortunately, so it doesn't happen. So the days can be crazy. They do try to schedule the days where if you are doing a big extensive makeup, that you're not having to take that off and redo it again in the same day. They try to schedule it where you have enough time to do it, they have enough time to shoot it, and you have enough time to take it off without having to then do another makeup that day. They're called ADs. It stands for assistant directors. Those are the people that are scheduling what you're shooting and what the makeup looks will be, so that hopefully you're not having to put something on, take it off, put something on, take it off in the same day. So usually it's not all in one day, but each day you'll be redoing that makeup.
Yeah.
You had a question?
Catching up and whatnot.
You gotta start thinking.
Yeah.
No, I know, I'm
like,
trying.
Maybe just like, I don't know what her like favorite actor that she worked on is, or like
Well,
any shows maybe. If you don't, since you didn't get to look at her, I bombarded her yesterday, and I was like, hey, what are you doing after school?
Yeah.
You like hair? And so I really bungled that one up.
No, I like makeup.
Oh, she likes makeup
Yeah.
too. Good. I'll find a hair person for you, and then it'll just be you alone talking to them.
No, I was gonna ask, what are some actors you've done makeup on?
Well, I currently work with Ellie Kemper. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She was from The Office, and Kimmy Schmidt. She was in Bridesmaids. And I work with Jessica Williams, who is on the Apple TV show Shrinking. I work on that show as well. Other actors I've done Courtney Kardashian. I just assisted with Chappell Roan for the Grammys.
Holy cow.
I imagine that was fun. She's got a really, really unique makeup style.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't.
Yeah, no, yeah, very drag
I don't
inspired.
see-
I really
I don't
like her
see-
makeup. It's really cool.
It's
Yeah,
inspired?
super drag
Drag
inspired.
inspired.
Jag. I thought you
Yeah.
said Jag, which is like the.
Constance Wu. I'm not sure if
Oh, yeah,
like
Constance
these women are too much
I've
older
heard.
than you guys.
Yeah, they are.
I'm trying to think of like people you guys would know. Kylie Jenner.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This is my favorite part when you guys just swoon over every name that's said.
Kim. Well, it was a lot of the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Khloe
Seriously, though.
Kardashian.
At least we know who she's talking about.
They're all
Gosh.
as I am.
Kelly Rowland. Destiny's Child.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that one before all of you.
Okay.
Because that one's
I know
older.
faces. Not
Fergie.
names.
I know
Oh, that's
Fergie.
cool.
Oh my
That's
God.
cool.
Fergie.
Ah,
We need like a buzzer,
I know.
Yeah.
One of
right?
pick one. That one.
We got one. We just
Try
need-
it. Not that one.
No? Okay,
That
let's
one's
see.
broken. That one keeps breaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't use that one.
Effect. Okay. Is that our buzzer?
That's the buzzer.
That's kind of scary. That's kind of spooky.
That's really
unsettling a little bit, maybe.
Speaking of,
That's the
what
vibe.
is there a show that you've done where you had to do like really gory graphic makeup?
Yeah, we were talking about zombies and stuff.
Yeah, Hawaii Five-O got pretty graphic. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you guys ever seen that silly show. What is it? Chief
The
of
original.
War. I don't know if you guys watched Chief of War on Apple TV recently.
I've seen that. It does get pretty graphic.
Yeah, there was a lot of CGI, but there was a lot of blood in that one too.
Cool.
Do you have a jug of blood that you pour on people? How do you apply blood? I mean that also seriously because like when somebody gets a wound, it like sprays and spatters. Can be.
So
I don't know
those
if you
are
just, like-
called blood gags actually when they spray and splatter. Usually there's like a bladder that you will put underneath a makeup prosthetic that's attached to a tube. And if it can be out of the way, the tube will be attached to a pump. And then whenever like someone gets sliced, you pump and the thing goes. Or it's like a squib, which is like usually what they use with gunshots, which it's underneath again the clothes. When there's a gunshot, the squib explodes with blood.
I feel like that makes me think of in theater. I think a couple years back we did a showing, and a lot of the time in these showings you do need blood, and I think that we've used like those little blood packets before.
Somebody had to get stabbed in the back, and that was fun.
Yeah.
The blood packets, but yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What if you miss and hit the person?
Then you stab a person.
She was tough.
Then
It
you
was
get real
fake
blood. It's the same effect.
But working with all of these different styles of makeup and whatnot, from zombies and whatnot, I remember you mentioning that you had an interest in like editorial kind of makeup. Is there a specific makeup style that is your favorite?
Makeup style meaning like again like genre or like what do you mean exactly?
Yeah, like genre, maybe like time period, anything really. Like,
I mean, I let 80s punk is so fun. Actually, I really love 80s punk makeup. That one is a really good one.
I agree with you.
Yeah, 80s punk is great. I love avant-garde makeup, so it's like lots of color, lots of shapes.
Yeah.
Like kind of like the 80s club kid. I don't know if you guys drag makeup. I think I love drag makeup is so much fun, especially the modern day drag makeup. It's like like Chapel Roan.
Ever evolving, right?
Yeah.
Chapel's really fun makeup.
Oh, that must have been so fun.
Have you watched the Drew Carey show?
Huh?
You know Mimi?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
She definitely was drag.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm not really a makeup person. I don't know what makeup genres are or that's drag.
Mimi had like big blue eyeshadow like out to here and like huge curly blonde hair, right? And like she was like a modern day TV show drag.
That's fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'll pull up a picture right now.
Yeah, let's
It's
see
funny,
this.
Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So what's
and she
the
looks good,
most Well, this is kind of a bad question because it's hard to compare, but I was going to ask what the most extravagant look you've ever done is.
Yeah,
That's just kinda hard to-
avant-garde and drag is pretty extravagant
That's
in
pretty
itself.
extravagant.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean like I always like to do like my own creative photo shoots, so I have done a lot of that stuff just like with models that I know that I put together my own photo shoots, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was something similar where it was just like big color. I really do love period makeup too, though. I have done a photo shoot where it was like a 30s style where I blocked her eyebrow, like where I got rid of her eyebrows.
Yeah. Down, yeah.
And then I put like super thin new eyebrows that went up and the 30s like bow lip and it was like very red and
yeah.
we did what's is it like called pin curls
Yeah,
or
pin curls.
finger waves?
Yeah.
Finger waves. We did finger waves. Yeah, and
How do you like block your eyebrows out? Because I know people do it with Elmer's glue, but is that what professionals use too?
yeah,
What?
yeah. The Elmer's glue is a really great way to do it, but they also now make like prosthetics where it's like a really thin piece of what looks like skin that you can put over the brow, and then it like blends really seamlessly, and then you paint over that. That's
Oh, wow.
that's usually how they block a brow in like a movie.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I would imagine that's easier when it's like if you needed like a repeated blocked eyebrow too.
Yes, yeah.
Have a prosthetic to slap on.
It's
Yeah.
quicker, and then it also lasts longer than the Elmer's glue.
Yeah, that makes
Totally.
sense.
I have
Yeah.
a special effects question. Can we talk about special effects?
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yes,
special
Greg, we have-
effects as long as
You have
as
our
long as they're
permission.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked on zombies?
Just when I first started, I'm not really a monster maker. I tried it when in the beginning of my career, and I liked it, but I just wasn't. I didn't like it enough to dedicate all of my time to it. Yeah.
So if you had to pick,
Yeah.
would you go for like drag, extravagant,
more
over-
fashionable
over
kind
more
of
SFX
genres.
things?
100%. Yes.
Should I start
Right.
bleep, Craig? Should I just like
Oh, you
every
do
time?
have a
Right?
lot.
Every single time he opens his mouth. Yeah. Great. Good questions.
Thank you.
Sometimes. Oh, that's sharp.
really loud.
Sharp. It's sharp noise.
It's still you're gonna
Sorry.
be. Stop it. Stop. I was an actor. You didn't even do it. I said the thing. I was an actor.
Oh my gosh.
And you didn't even play the song.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
I was focused on
Distracted.
not hearing you.
do you apply like green or blue in spots so that those can be filled in with like post-production special effects? Is that part of your
I
job, or
haven't
is
thought
that-
about that.
So I think that it used to be, and they've started doing it different ways now with the evolvement of the technology. So now it's like we actually put dots on their face, and where the dots are is where they put the CGI over.
Okay, so I have a secret.
Okay.
I actually know somebody that did that for. He is a special effects artist that has worked in a bunch of movies, but he's actually fairly local. And we went to his studio and interviewed him because he also does fine art.
Mm,
That's
Time,
cool.
but he started in Star Wars, and
Cool.
he did Lost. He's a bat
I love that show.
black bat. Thank you.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about Steve Laporte?
No,
Oh.
but
Did you say he did
Somebody-
Lost?
he did do Lost. He's the background painter. So he does digital now, but we got like his footage roll, and or his highlight reel, and it's the things that they can do when specifically in like Lost, where they just put some green screens outside the windows,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're wherever you want to be because they just change. It's so cool.
I know,
See
right?
if I can on here. He was awesome.
That'd be cool
Actually,
to
we
know.
still have his interview on our Instagram. So
I'll have to check it out. What's his name? It's coming to you. It's coming to you.
I'm leaving space to cut so that when I say it, it'll look like I just answered right away. Can't remember, but I'll
Okay.
find
Okay. My mom worked on Lost too.
Well, that's awesome. What did she do for that?
She was one of the makeup artists.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool. I know that we brushed up a bit on different sorts of products, blush, Elmer's glue, all different sorts of things.
Elmer's glue's in my daily routine.
Oh yeah, every day, every single day, over my eyebrows. No, just kidding. I was curious. I am the type of person who will always swear by cheap makeup. Do you think the more expensive the makeup, the better it is? Or do you think that there's still some gems to be found within the more budget-friendly options?
That's a good question. I definitely think there's a lot of really, really great cheap makeup now. Since I think social media, all of the makeup brands now have to compete with each other. And so all of the
Hey.
drugstore makeup has gotten so good. And
Yeah.
I have tried a lot of like the designer brands like Louis Vuitton. And when they make makeup, that doesn't ever mean that their makeup is good. More than not,
Yeah.
they're not. I haven't
Yeah.
found really great stuff from them. It's kind of
really
like,
specialized.
yeah,
I feel like.
it's a cash grab, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not. That's not always true. Like Givenchy made a really beautiful face powder that's really nice that I love, and it's great. But the rest of their stuff is like just okay. But now the drugstore makeup has gotten so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the makeup I have is
Yes.
definitely drugstore.
Same here. I love my drugstore makeup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it works, it works.
And a lot of it is like made. There's only like I feel like 4 factories where all of the makeup is made. So
Wow.
yeah. So they're like a lot of makeup is made in the same place and it's just different packaging. And so like
That's so great.
Sephora's brand actually has some of the best makeup because Sephora houses every brand in their store, and so
Wow.
they have the access to their factories. So I think Sephora brand products a lot of times are dupes for so many other really great makeup brands.
Well, I've always been an Ulta girly. I've been
Yeah.
shopping at Ulta. I need to visit my local Sephora. And speaking of brands and whatnot, do you have a favorite brand?
Can you hear me? I think my
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
oh, okay.
Sorry,
One of
hear
my
me?
one of my AirPods just died.
No.
I can still hear you though. My favorite
AirPods
makeup
are
brand, Danessa Myricks, I think probably is my favorite makeup brand. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about that brand. Yeah.
She is a makeup artist, and so she created. I'm so sorry. Hold on one
Hear
second. Do you hear that?
something.
Did you hear that?
It said like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's something.
I think I
Don't know
maybe
what it was.
accidentally pressed something. You can hear me still? Oh, okay. So Danessa is an actual makeup artist. So she made all of her products for makeup artists. So there's that. I think that's why every product she has across the board, I think is great.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
makes
cool.
sense.
Yeah.
I cannot remember that guy's name, and I feel terrible.
Yeah,
'Cause I
we
keep
can,
hearing
like-
other. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna remember.
We can
Eventually.
add on like a 4-second clip where it's just we're all silent and then you say the name, so it's like we cut it and
I'll
then
just
stick
dub
it
it.
on
I'll
to
just
the
dub it
end
over.
right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Out the
Yeah.
rest of the podcast will just be me saying it really slow
Right.
or over and over.
Mm.
Question sheets.
I do have
Jane,
question
you have any
sheets.
questions over there?
Yeah.
I was actually reading what she had. I
Perfect.
really like the question. If you had to pick only 3 makeup steps to do before leaving the house, what would you pick?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
As a non-makeup.
Yeah, she wrote it.
Yeah, I know we mentioned blush. Yeah, what's the other 2?
Like for myself, or if I was doing someone's makeup. For myself, mascara, probably number 1.
Yep.
Number 2 would be like a skin tint, like a sunscreen skin tint, and number 3 is some type of tinted lip balm. Mhm.
No, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I do. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mascara is my one too.
Yeah.
Mascara is
Love,
definitely my
love.
number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. It instantly like makes you look like you're alive.
Adds
Brings
so
life
much
back to your
color
face.
to my and
Yeah.
it's just weird because it's not even a color.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I feel like it adds contrast or something.
yeah,
That's my
probably
guess.
that's a better word for it.
My
That's
guess is
definitely a
contrast.
better
Yeah.
word for
I
it.
need you guys to ask questions about. Remember the ones that I said? That
Oh, zombies?
No, well, yeah, but we'll skip that for right this second. About, is this where you thought you'd be in high school?
Yeah.
Lifelong dream.
Well, she already
What
explained.
advice would you give?
Yeah, advice. I want to hear advice.
Right.
You should ask about advice because we'll just cut this part out.
Yes.
Except zombies rock.
Okay, great. So you said that you didn't plan on doing this when you were younger and that you only really did it because your mom was in the
Yeah.
field. Would you have advice for your younger self going into this?
Yeah, just explore more. I think, when I was a teenager and when you're graduating high school and everyone's like asking you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You feel expected to do something. And
Yeah.
my advice would be to not feel the pressure to do something. Just explore.
As high schoolers, that's a really real
Yeah,
statement.
yeah.
That's very
That's really good
accurate.
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to wake up and tell myself that every day so I
Yeah.
don't freak out
Yeah.
about what I'm going to do.
I
with
mean,
my
I
life.
think you have so much time, and I don't understand why teenagers are so pressured to like immediately do something, learn something. Like, I think just like explore, just figure it out and you'll get there.
What we say, right?
That's what this is.
When I ask people what they want to be when they grow up or when they're done with high school or whatever, I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer.
Yeah.
All I want is like students to then like if you don't know, then let's go do stuff and see what you because the more things you do, you'll either realize maybe you love it and you want to do that, or you realize that you hate it. I found out that I hate programming in high school, and I'm really glad because
Isn't your job that?
Yeah,
or
you're a
is it
tech
not
guy.
that?
I'm a tech guy,
But not a programmer guy.
not a programmer.
Tech guy, but not a programmer guy. Got it.
I can
Got
do
it.
some
Got
light PowerShell scripting, but I'm
Okay.
definitely not a programmer.
Okay.
But
okay.
that's a whole different like career path, but that is definitely I had a programming class in high school and that's where I found out that I didn't like it. And
Yeah.
I'm really glad I got to do that rather than go to college and find out I didn't like it. I've been to a bunch of colleges, also still haven't graduated from any of them.
Yeah.
Also
So
only
I've heard.
have a GED. You can be like me and never mind.
I mean, I honestly don't think it's about the degree or certificate. I think it's about the journey, the discoveries,
Totally.
the exploration, the experience.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it ever is really about the degree or the certificate.
Yeah.
And which I wanted to mention earlier when you first said that job that you were working for or working, that your mom. Oh my gosh,
Your mom
I'm
got
so
you.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's it. I know
I'm
you
having,
mean.
like, spasm right now. I wanted to ask, or I wanted to say that I think it's really important that you figured out that job that you got from the connection of your mom was not something that you wanted to do and not something that you wanted to spend your life doing, because I think knowing what you don't want to do is just as important as knowing what you do want to do at the end of the day.
I agree with that.
I think it actually is more important.
Seriously, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff out there and you're going to hate most of it. Hopefully you will find the thing that you do love and it might be hair. I apologize again.
No, I
thought this was-
enjoy makeup too.
I thought
Just as much as
you
hair.
say that, but
No, I actually do.
Actually, from my experience, hair people go way farther, way quicker than makeup artist people do. Because there's so many makeup artists and there's not enough good hairstylists. So
How does it?
I was just gonna say I was told so many times to quit makeup and to do hair if I wanted to work.
Wow.
I don't like that.
I know I didn't like it either, but I tried, but I was like, I can't.
Why force yourself to do something you don't want to do? You get
I mean,
one life,
I
right?
honestly wish I was good at it because sure, I would have loved to I don't know, worked a lot in the beginning, but
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have a passion that also makes you a millionaire or something, right?
We got a millionaire in the house, everybody. Can you hit that applause button? Do it all as makeup or hair.
Makeup or hair. So
Not both.
Not both.
was there a point in your life or in this, like, as you were getting better and better at makeup, was there a point where you started feeling like, yes, this is what I want to do? And, like, was there a realization that, like, it's not all putting sunscreen on random people's faces and that there actually is more to it?
Yeah, definitely. And it took a long time. I mean, I feel like I stuck with it because I love art and like I love arts and crafts. I love painting. So I knew that makeup was the right choice for me because there's so many different ways and types of makeup that you can do. So I stuck with it I still do it, but I stuck with it even when I hated it for so long because I just knew that I was going to find something I did like. But it did take a long time. But I remember when I definitely remember when I started loving it. When I moved back to Hawaii, I went to LA for 2 years, makeup school, lived there for 2 years, came back to Hawaii. There just wasn't it for me at the time. And I had met my now husband, who was a local filmmaker who needed a makeup artist. He was making a short film and with his friends, and he he asked me to do makeup, and so I did, and it was free. I wasn't gonna get paid for anything, and like he asked me to design the looks, and we like made a short film, and it was so much fun, and I loved it because I was a part of the creative process. I was like I got to design the looks and I got to work with the director and
Yeah.
I got to do the makeup. And so that's when I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I like this. And then when I moved back to LA 7 years later, I started assisting celebrity makeup artist who does like celebrity and editorial. And then my world was like all the way opened up to makeup because now I wasn't just doing like films. I was doing print and fashion and editorial and celebrity and red carpet and event makeup. And so and character makeup. She was doing Halloween makeup on celebrities, and celebrities have a lot of money, right? So they're paying you to do like really big makeups. And so that's when I was like, okay, I love makeup. This is fun.
Yeah, this is what you
Yeah.
want to do. That's so cool. And so cool that you stuck with it, and that you trusted the process. And,
Yeah.
really awesome.
I'm glad I did.
Was there?
Seriously.
Two things. The first, you said you like to do like your own pictures and your own shoots.
Yeah. I was going to ask about that too.
Where can we see that? What were you going to ask?
I was going to ask why you didn't go with that and why you went with makeup instead.
What do you mean?
Like doing it independently as in comparison to.
Yeah. Like, did
Yeah,
you
in a
do
sense.
photography? Did you dabble in other arts before
no,
makeup?
no. I never took the photos myself. I always like put together a little team, but I would like produce the photo shoot where I would find the photographer and the model and the stylist and the hair person, and then we would come up with a look together and then do
Yeah,
it.
right.
But I never like. I've tried. I've tried to do photo. I don't understand it.
Did you ever make mood
Yeah.
boards?
Yes, and I still do. I love mood boards. They're my favorite.
That
That's really
checks out.
Your hair? You didn't get
Well,
bedazzled?
it wasn't on the list, but now it is top.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys see what time it is, and we're gonna start wrapping up.
I do see what time it is.
I also get a coach. We're new to this, so I still need to do reminders.
Second episode.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Questions here, number 2 on
First
episode
episode,
1.5
yes.
or season 1.5.
Honored to be
Or
number
0.5.
2.
I think you said 0.5 last time.
Whatever season we decide this to be. Okay, now you do your thing.
Season 2. Yeah, so
Well, but season 1's never going to be released.
yep.
So now you get to do your parting.
Yeah, that's
thing
mystery.
and your thank yous.
Season 2.
Maybe Caden wants to say thank you.
So, yeah, maybe you want to ask another
maybe
question.
maybe
before we
want
go?
to come up with an outro. All right.
Maybe
Ann?
don't ask me.
Okay, so I was gonna ask another question, then I blanked like right when I opened my mouth.
I thought you were frozen for a second.
It's no, really searching my brain for this question. It was something about I'm just like Craig. I'm becoming.
Bald. Yeah.
No,
Hair falling out slowly.
don't say.
You mentioned that mood boards were part of your process. Do you have a favorite step in your process?
Good question. This might sound weird, but my favorite part is once I've already started doing the makeup, I do mood board. I get the model's face first. I mood board. I figure out what we want to do. And then when I start to do her makeup, it kind of feels like I'm working with a block of stone and chipping away, trying
makes
to
sense.
find the look on this person's
Right.
face. And to be honest, in the very beginning, always I'm like, I'm finding it. Like I'm just kind of like doing the basic things and I'm like finding it. And there always comes to a point where all of a sudden I see it.
And then the
I-
vision
yeah.
all
Yeah.
comes together. And
And that
This
is
is what
my
we're doing.
favorite part.
I love it. That's going to be a gratifying moment, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
And then
Yeah.
it gets really fun because then I'm like,
And then finished product, and it's beautiful. I love it.
Just like this podcast.
Just like this
Yeah.
podcast.
Finished product that was beautiful.
Yeah.
We have to start wrapping up is why I said that. That's called a segue,
Yeah.
not the scooter.
I know, I'm
You
sorry.
probably-
I
you
just
know
wanted to
this-
sneak in one last question.
Okay.
And
No,
thank
it's
you for answering
fine.
it. And thank you so much again for being a guest on here and joining us today. It was so lovely talking
thank
to
you
you.
for
You're really so sweet.
having me. I'm honored to be a guest.
Well, thank you, listeners, for joining us today. My name is Jovi.
Yeah. I'm Lucy.
Congratulations.
I'm Kaden.
Thank you. And this is The Initiative.